And so I want to give you some observations on how we can engage in warfare prayers. This might be where you want to write them down. Number 5, this is probably one of the hardest parts to do. Break your unholy relationships. Not everybody who calls themselves a friend is your friend who wants you to be good. Relationships are called to be to bring a positive influence in our lives. Some are helping Satan, and they don't know it. Yes, even in the church, brothers and sisters. All of our relationships ought to provide a positive impact on our lives, to transform us into being disciples of Jesus Christ. Number 6, release from evil control. We need to sever the ties with Satan, even those hidden. Last week we talked about hidden curses. Some of those hidden curses have hidden ties to us. We need to sever those ties, sever that control, so that it will allow us to spiritually grow with Jesus Christ, that they have no control left on our lives. Number 7, release from inherited bondages. I wasn't raised in the church, and so I understand about this inherited bondage. In our families, we have so much, I call it baggage. We haul baggage around with us. You can't see it, but I've got a lot of bags, like several duffel bags full of stuff, which is not good. Our families do that to us. How we were raised does that to us. Some of it is alcoholism, profanity, physical and verbal abuse. Maybe I just need to call it poor parenting. But we need to ask God to release us from those bonds and stop being a victim. It breaks my heart when I hear somebody say, "Oh, well, I don't do right because of the way my parents raised me." That's a bunch of hogwash. Stop being the victim. Become a victor. Because God can help us sever all of that garbage. But only if you want to. There's a difference. Number 8. Destroy all the evil communications. I was amazed one day. I was at a school and this child was brought to the office because he had cussed out the teacher. He used some really foul language. Cussed out the teacher. The parent comes. It was his mother. Comes to the office and goes, "I just don't understand. Y'all must be teaching my child how to do all this cussing and whatnot. It's a shame that y'all are doing this to my child." Well, I walked out to my truck and she was walking out with her child. We don't use that language in my household. They got into the car. Then there was the music. And it was filth and foul language. And the parent says, "I don't know where they learned that from." And if you're listening to that kind of music, you're probably speaking that kind of way in your home. Guess where the child learns it? And then what happens as the child gets older, guess what they do in their family as they've learned from us? Music, print, pictures, movies. The internet's a great thing, but I tell you what, it can be used from some very unholy things. We need to stop using them because they give us unholy thoughts, which hinders God's work in our lives.